Hitler? What about Hitler? Yo, what's up, guys? Let me pick a random thumbnail. Said OnlyFans? Can't believe she's gone. I love that one. Classic. Do you fart or piss? Somebody time that man. That man is a fucking menace. Okay, let me tweet this shit out. Red Adidas pants. I'm actually wearing Rick and Morty pajamas. Okay. Let me turn this shit down a little bit. Shut the fuck up, Eleanor. I have a ton of tabs open, as you can see. This guy, Mikey. Fuck. I gotta swap to Ashley. This guy, Mikey, he posted the, he made a write-up of Hax's ban statement, basically explaining the reasons why he got banned. And this statement, like, really fucking confused me, because the shit that he was saying applied to not only Leffen but Jisoo, and it just seems weird how they could take action so quickly and just shit on Hax so frequently without ever addressing the shit that these people have done. My chat box isn't fucking updating. Hold on. What the fuck? Where it at, though? It'll fix itself. Your account is suspended? No, this is my Ashley account. Okay. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. This is going to be in the playlist section on my channel. If you can't stay for the whole thing, or if you missed it and you're just now tuning in, welcome. Welcome to figuring out that I actually archive some of my streams. I'm not going to interact with chat a lot because I want to get through all these points. As you can see, I got all these fucking tabs. So I just did that like before I went live. So Arrowhead, thank you for the 5. Hitler might have had some PR troubles, but we can all agree he was pretty well dressed. Okay, let's get right into this. I, in large part, wrote the document outlining Hax's indefinite ban from most major tournaments. I think it may be necessary to clarify a few things about the ban statement, given it was a document meant to be representative of a large group opinion, encompassing a number of viewpoints, and doesn't have much meat on the bones as far as the rhetoric behind the ban. I do still believe that the indefinite ban, on the grounds of Section 2.2.1 and 2.2.3 of the Code of Conduct as created by the former conduct panel, which we all know disbanded because they fucking suck at their job, is the correct decision here. I would also like to be clear, as there was some confusion, that indefinite is not the same as permanent. True. There's still hope. We have had discussions with Hax about the signatory TOs determining a term which the ban might end or be eligible for appeal, but at the moment he does not wish to speak with us further on that. I wonder why. Let's figure out why. Okay, so 2.2.1, level 2 offense. Directed and malicious intimidation, harassment, or bullying of any participant, whether by language or conduct. I found this one interesting because later in the document, he actually says he doesn't think what Hax did is malicious. Which is funny. Here, let me fucking key search this. To be clear, I don't mean to characterize this as a malicious conspiracy on Hax's part. There's probably other parts where he says this. I'm gonna address this fucking dumbass statement that's after this later. While Hax's intent in and of itself might not have been malicious. It's like he's cutting him a pass for the malicious thing, but he's still gonna hit him with the fucking rule. It's weird. If the rule is about specific, like, direct malicious intent, why would you use it then? That's weird. That's interesting. Okay. 2.3.3, level 3 offense. Malicious gossip. Here's the word malicious again. Does it apply? That's the question of the day. Malicious gossip with the intent of manipulating the victim's social circle. Defamation of character. How many N-words are in here? 500? I'll take it. This is kind of a whataboutism. I'll admit it. But what's up with Jisoo, man? Do none of these apply to Jisoo? Or like Leffen? Malicious gossip with the intent of manipulating the victim's social circle. Defamation of character. Let me... Where the fuck? I can actually reference these later. I don't have to pull it up right now. Let's just get into the statement, shall we? I believe the main problem with Hax's behavior is that he makes numerous unfalsifiable claims, which means you can't prove that they're false because of some circumstances, like it can't be tested. Like you can't test the theories that he's putting out there, which I don't think is true. I don't think every claim he makes is unfalsifiable. I think it's just some of the claims he makes is true, but he characterizes every single claim as unfalsifiable. Unfalsifiable claims about Leffen informed by his own pseudoscientific psychoanalysis. Kiss, marry, kill, Leffen, Jisoo, and Isam. I'm not going to respond to that because I'm going to get caught up with something, but thank you for the 5. He comes to conclusions early on about Leffen, including characterizing him as a pathological liar, a psychopath, and a manipulator. I think it's fair to point out... Oh no, this is my... That's my document. It's fair to point out that with Jisoo, at the very beginning of her statements on Sky, she calls him manipulative, unfeeling. That's not wild. Unfeeling and flippant, and writes him off as a psychopath. That is literally the second sentence in this document. I want to make that very apparent. And then also says, you know, keeps on with the manipulation shit. And from her lens, everything he does is a way to get ahead. Just to take advantage of her. Let's go back to this. That's just, keep that in mind when he's saying all this shit about hacks. Rather than providing specific evidence to suggest that Leffen engages in misconduct, that's not true. The video wouldn't be an hour and 45 minutes if there was nothing. Like, look, bro. There's screenshot after screenshot after screenshot. Let's be real. You can't just say, oh, it's fucking... There's no evidence. Really? There's none? There's too much. That's the fucking problem. There's too much nitpicking everywhere. Yo, what's up, Nicap? Rather than providing specific evidence, yeah, there's too much specific evidence. I don't know what you mean by not providing any specific evidence to suggest that Leffen engages in misconduct. Hacks often uses circular reasoning to dictate that the audience should view Leffen's behavior in the least charitable light possible. Thank you for the 7 Canadian Saito. Big ups to the ones who's doing the real work that this Smash community doesn't frankly deserve. I'm not a hero, bro. I'm just a fucking god troll. Okay, so hacks using circular reasoning. I realized that after Slime streamed, a lot of people kept saying the same shit that he did. It's kind of like they just watched his stream and they're all like, yeah, I'm just gonna repeat what fucking Slime said. Circular reasoning? Yeah, that sounds good. Hacks essentially uses lines of reasoning that we're used to seeing from conspiracy theorists. Okay. To be clear, I don't mean to characterize this as a malicious conspiracy on Hacks' part, even though you just compared him to conspiracy theorists. But ultimately, I think this line of thinking has led to harmful conclusions and serves to incite harassment from those who believe it. I will watch the 3rd this week. You didn't even watch it yet, Nakat? That's crazy. I gotta remember, I had some other points to make. I had some points to make on this, this paragraph, I feel, with some of the shit that I brought up. I'll just keep reading, and if it comes to me, it comes to me. LA Noire type beat? What the fuck is playing right now? Give me the jazz. There we go. Hacks preempts any arguments to be made against his points by dictating how the audience should view Leffen's behavior. He never once allows for the possibility that Leffen could be acting in good faith throughout any of his 3 videos. I mean, yeah, he fucking hates the guy. He makes the mistake of drawing the conclusion about Leffen's motives by introducing that all throughout the video instead of, like, just making that singular conclusion. But by watching all of it, you understand, oh, that's why he thinks all X, X, and X. You can disagree with him, but that's specifically why he believes that. And that's his opinion, and he's dealt with it for a decade. So, I mean, if that's how he feels about Leffen, they're obviously, like, mortal fucking enemies. I can draw my own conclusion without having a decade of a hate boner for this guy, but yes, first stream, you are funny as fuck. Please tell me that you leave streams up. Yeah, in the playlist section. Any response, action, silence, or inaction on Leffen's behalf is an act of projection. I don't think that's true. In the projection statement, what he was saying was what started off the section on projection was Hacks said. Hacks was pointing out the fact that Leffen called him a stalker. And he was like, oh, that's projection because Leffen's been stalking me for a while. I don't like this document specifically because it goes in assuming that everything that Hacks says is inaccurate and nothing could be true, which I don't think is very fair, but thank you for the 5 crazy diamond plot twist technicals and Leffen profiting off of 0 follower Twitter accounts. Such a Sigma male move. Yes, yes. Give me money. Give me all your money right now, actually. Any response, action, silence, or inaction on Leffen's behalf is an act of projection, a convenient claim of plausible deniability, or an attempt to portray himself as a victim. That's one thing that I actually do have some tabs open here. I think Hacks is correct in saying that sometimes Leffen does attempt to portray himself as a victim. Where do I have these? This relates to another part of his document, so I want to see where that is. It's where Leffen is actually dumping some DMs from Hacks about how he has insomnia. Where the fuck is that? Here it is. It's worth considering that Leffen using his large platform to be repeatedly critical of Hacks' controller may not have been appropriate given their history. Leaking chat logs was also pretty evidently bad. I think even Leffen would admit this. Even Leffen would admit this given how quickly he deleted the tweet. In that situation, he actually plays the victim, which is funny if you just look at the screenshots. Took down the message logs. On second thought, I don't want that shit to come up when you Google him. My B. Should have just blocked him. And then this person is calling him out. He's like, you shouldn't have posted it in the first place. Leffen, clearly not actually apologetic, says, maybe I shouldn't have, but so I'm just supposed to take him harassing me? I'm not a saint. I can't deal with it anymore. I just can't deal with it. I had to post the logs. I had to post the DMs. I can't deal with it, man. I'm getting harassed too hard. I had to let everyone know that I gave him insomnia. I just can't take it anymore. Ah! And then after that, it's even funnier. Done. Look at this, dude. Done arguing since you insist on victim blaming. He's referring to himself as a victim here. You do realize that, right? If my stalker, this guy's making fun of him for calling Hacks his stalker, and then Leffen's all like, done arguing since you insist on victim blaming. Oh, you're a victim of Hacks' stalking. Oh no. Oh, you just had to post the logs about his insomnia. Oh, you just had to do it, Leffen. That's pretty fucked up if you think about it. Like, Hacks can also be a dumbass. Let's not give Leffen a pass for everything. Leffen and Hacks can be a dumbass. Like, that shit's not cool. Or this right here. Yeah, he was clearly apologetic because he deleted the chat logs. And then in 2017, but then 3 years later, clearly he's grown and he was apologetic and he felt bad about it because he reminds everyone about his insomnia again and downplays the existence of Evidence.zip. Reminder that Evidence.zip was written by Hacks because he blamed me for his insomnia raffle. Raffle. I know that's what I say when I feel bad about something. Fucking jackass. Okay, let's go back up. And this was in response to him saying, any response, action, silence, or inaction on Leffen's behalf is an act of projection, a convenient claim of plausible deniability, or an attempt to portray himself as the victim. I don't like this sentence because it makes the assumption that Leffen never plays the victim, and I don't think that's true. I think he's running a little bit too much defense for Leffen here. I mean, even I'll call Hacks a dumbass. I don't even think these people can do that for Leffen. Not only that, but should the wider community disagree with him, it's because Leffen has gaslit community leaders into ignoring his behavior. Facts. That's big facts. Hacks is onto something. Hacks is onto something, dude. Did you guys see that VGBC article he just dropped? Where he feels like he can't say anything because he'll get shit no matter what. This is big facts. Dude, a lot of the community leaders are fucking pussies. Why do you think I have an audience? I don't even play the fucking game and I have an audience just because I'll say something. This shit is profitable. The article? Yeah, it's not an article, but... it wasn't an article. I'm retarded. It was a Twitlonger or a document. It was a Google Doc. My bad. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch how he does a full 180 in this next paragraph about Leffen. A full, like, 180. Is Leffen completely without blame here? Probably not. Probably not. Alright, how are we going to pull that back? How are we going to pull that back? Alright, we've now criticized Leffen. How are we going to pull it back? How do you do it, Mikey? I gotta know. And I do think, to a certain extent, how you view Hacks' actions is closely linked to how much of that blame is shared with Leffen. Oh, wow. Some neutrality. Oh, Leffen may be to blame for some of this. That's crazy. No one knows all there is to know about this, but in my opinion, it's clear that we do know enough to say that none of what Leffen has done justifies the conclusion that Hacks presents as a matter of fact. What? What? In your opinion, it's very clear, even though you don't know everything and it's impossible for you to know everything, it's very clear that none of what he says, none of what he says is a matter of fact. That's crazy, bro. Literally nothing. Hacks doesn't get a single point. Nothing. Mikey said it. Mikey said it himself. Leffen might be to blame for some shit, but literally nothing Hacks said was correct. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, it's so fucking biased. It's not even funny. That Leffen is devoid of morality. Yeah, and these are some of the more extreme things. Leffen is devoid of morality. That's subjective. If you think Leffen is devoid of morality, you probably just fucking hate the guy. That's why are we taking this seriously, right? Has established a totalitarian regime in the Smash community. I want you guys to do a thought exercise here. replace totalitarian regime in the Smash community with a popularity contest where Leffen is at the top. Because that's what Hax is trying to say, but he's kind of like really stupid when he's writing it, and he's very hyperbolic. But replace totalitarian regime with popularity contests where Leffen is at the top. And then it starts to make more sense, right? That's what he's saying, is like he has all this control and people don't want to shit on him because he's the popular kid. He's the cool kid in class. Hyperbolic time chamber? Yeah, he spent way too much time in the hyperbolic time chamber. I will agree. When he says stuff like that, it's fucking stupid. But when I read it, I take what he says that's fucking stupid, and I'm like, okay, that's dumb. What does he really mean here? Like, what's his conclusion here? What can I draw from that that's actually reasonable? And it's not wrong. Like, look, Hax tried to come out about Leffen. Banned. Everyone calls him insane. Everyone calls him mentally ill. Banned. Gone. Goodbye. Goodbye, Hax. How does that not feel like Leffen's in control there? I don't understand. That's whatever. Where else? Where the fuck were we? Ah, okay. Yeah. And pushed someone to suicidality for financial gain. That's arguable. You can't even prove this is false. That's arguable as fuck. Push someone to suicidality for financial gain. Okay, now it's time to go over my next point. Star Clan? Oh, shit. Yo, my brother's raiding me. Let's go. Star Clan, Star Clan. Star Clan. Star Clan. How many people are here now? Oh, it's crazy. 1,500 people. This is why I took out the viewer count, so I don't get fucking anxiety or something. What's up, y'all? How you doing? So push someone... You guys, trigger warning. This is about, like, you know, serious stuff like suicide and all that, so I know Pixel's audience might not enjoy that, but... And push someone to suicidality for financial gain. I want to make a quick point here with the Jisoo stuff that Leffen was directly involved with. I have a lot of tabs here. I might not click on the perfect one. But there was the... Okay, that's Vanessa's statement. That's a different one. Where's this one? Okay. Oh, and I have another point to make here where Mikey just, like, flat out lies, which is really funny. My thoughts about Jisoo/Zero. It's simply a long, nuanced post with some more info. Before I go over the whole suicidality thing, let's point out the lie for a second here, which I think is really funny, why he would even say this. Welcome to tech support. Yo, Pixel Drink becoming a member back. Thank you, bro. Thank you. All these stars in chat. How good is Leffen's bussy? I don't know. I haven't had a taste. Let's point out the lie that Mikey has in this, which I think is weird, like why he would say this. Where is it? Implying... Okay, here it is. I found it. I found it. Okay. Right here in the document. Hax claims that Leffen was conspiring with Jisoo in order to drive Zero out of the community for Leffen's personal gain. This relates to what we were looking at above. This is another unfalsifiable claim. You really like that phrase. You really like that phrase, you should probably stop using it, and I'm about to show you why. Even if it is true that Jisoo and Leffen had spoken prior to Jisoo making her allegation, which Hax provides no evidence for aside from tweets they made around the same time on perhaps the most busy day in Smash Twitter history. Bam! Caught you, Mikey. Caught you lacking. Sorry. It's just what I do. I'm good at it. I'm sorry. I caught you lacking. Ramsar, welcome to tech support. Thank you, buddy. Noble, welcome to tech support. Where are my alerts? Why aren't my alerts showing up? Oh, I'm not logged in. Bro, is this going to crash my stream? Let me point out this lie really quick, though. He says, Hacks provides no evidence for aside from tweets they made around the same time. Leffen literally said it. Leffen said that they were working together. Look. Leffen said that they had talked. Let me point out this lie, and then I'll reset the stream so I can get the alerts back. But look at this. We talked for a bit, and we both... This is Leffen's twitlonger. We talked for a bit, and we both agreed that it was a very nuanced situation. And I think from my conversations with her, that it was clear that Jisoo did not do this to try to cancel Zero, but rather to simply show that he was not as innocent as he claimed, and maybe to try to make him see what he has done to contribute to the general culture. She messaged me yesterday and asked me for advice for how to deal with this very nuanced situation about Zero, and if she should say something. They were talking before. So, like, this guy Mikey, is not even giving Hacks the wins that are just facts of the case. And yeah, Leffen does say nuanced a lot in this twitlonger. It's very funny. But English is his second language, so I'll give him a pass. Mikey doesn't even give him the wins that are facts of the case. And that's why I say this shit is so biased. They did talk. And he said that they talked multiple times in his first twitlonger. Like, I go back here and I read this. It's an unfalsifiable claim? Really? Maybe it's unfalsifiable because it's literally fucking true. Right? Even if it is true that Jisoo and Leffen had spoken prior to Jisoo making her allegation, they did. What do you mean, even if it's true? They did. It's just a fact. Okay, let me fix this really quick so I can get my notifications. I gotta restart the stream. I know there's a lot of you in here, but stick with me, stick with me.